So, just to show you guys where I decided to sleep last night, I wanted to try out my new sleeping bag. I got it at a yard sale, the Marlboro Unlimited bag, and it's a summer bag. Definitely didn't work out here last night. Got way too cold, a little bit below 50, and I just couldn't cut it in that one. I'm glad I brought out my 20-degree bag with me. Very minimalist, just enough to try out the shelter, this new tarp design that I saw on YouTube, and try out the sleeping bag. Had the wool blanket underneath for insulation. Once I decided to change over to the 20-degree bag, I left this sleeping bag laid out, and I laid on top of that. Between that and the wool blanket, it wasn't too bad after that, but this is definitely not an ideal situation. Kind of a makeshift thing yesterday, just to try a couple things out. But the shelter held up pretty good. Got it staked down right over here coming from the top, and with the high winds everything's starting to loosen up a little bit. Here's the middle of the tarps, pretty much folded right in half. If you fold the tarp right in half, I staked it down right in the middle grommet. That way it's doubled over here in the back. Definitely gonna be watertight. Here's the other middle, stake down, run along. Here's the other piece of the egg coming down. I just used a piece of paracord that was laying around with a stake driven in the ground. The bottom one's kind of rolled up a little bit underneath, and then the top one goes over top. If you really wanted this to be watertight, you could take this grommet here and stake that down, or run a line down, and that would keep it from flapping. Definitely keep it a lot more watertight. Because of the high winds, you really don't need it with this shelter. This will stand up by itself, but due to the high winds, I just ran a simple little cord out to one of my homemade tent stakes over here. But that's the shelter. Set it up in the backyard last night just to try it out. Figured I'd do a quick video this morning to show everybody. The sleeping bag was kind of nice, I will admit. And you can see the Marlboro Unlimited on there. Comes with these buckles. Once it's all rolled up, you can flip it around. If I could do this one-handed. And there's two straps, one on each side, that hold this thing in the rolled position, and then there's a little sack that fits over top of it. At least lined. I'm thinking for the spring and summer, when it's warmer out, this will be a really nice bag to go. But right now, just too cold. And the wool blanket helped out somewhat, trying to insulate me from the ground, which was pretty cold last night. But yeah, quick video, show you guys how this all got set up, how everything worked out, and I'll be around with the next one.
Back in the woods. Back in the woods.